Well, back at the table talking restitution, PG&E will resume talks with city officials in San Bruno after the mayor publicly called the utility out. Residents who lost loved ones and their homes say the utility is trying to dodge its financial commitment to rebuild the neighborhood that was destroyed by that devastating pipeline explosion in September of 2010. NBC Bay Area's Tracy Grant joins us from San Bruno, where PG&E is responding to that criticism tonight. Tracy.
Well, Jessica, the National Transportation Safety Board and the California Public Utilities Commission have both deemed PG&E responsible for what happened here. No one is disputing that anymore, but what they are arguing about is how much PG&E will have to pay to get this city to recover from all that took place and all of the death and destruction.
The exterior was pretty well trashed, so all of that has been replaced.
Not only is Bob McNichol's house finally rebuilt, but his neighbors are coming back. But even the work of these construction crews can't repair the scars residents have been struggling with since the fatal gas explosion and fire that rocked their community in September 2010. 8 people were killed, many others injured, 36 homes destroyed, and 70 more damaged. McNichol says shortly after the disaster struck, the head of PG&E met with San Bruno residents.
He said that PG&E was going to be behind us, they were going to support us. I just would ask him to fulfill his commitment.
Today, the mayor announced that PG&E wasn't fulfilling its commitment. The utility company worked with city leaders to set up a $100 million relief fund to help with urgent needs for residents like emergency assistance and property repairs. Ruane says negotiations connected to a second $70 million trust fund designated for costs to help the city recover had broken down.
Now they simply want to walk away after doing the minimum required by law. We will not let that happen.
But minutes before taking his concerns public, Ruane says he got a long-awaited call from PG&E asking to set up another meeting. In a conference call, PG&E Senior Vice President Greg Pruitt said the two parties met last week for a healthy round of negotiations. The city discussed its desire to use the second trust fund for a memorial park and scholarships for children impacted by the explosion. Pruitt says the utility was under the impression that they were nearing a settlement until today, when the city announced talks had stalled.
We were actually scheduled to give them a call today to suggest that we meet with them on Friday, and that is what we did. We are committed at PG&E to doing everything we can.
So that meeting is supposed to take place on Friday. The mayor also announced today that San Bruno has officially petitioned the CPUC to become part of a global settlement against PG&E. Live at San Bruno, Tracy Grant, NBC Bay Area News.